Anna. Oh! What is that? Ah, that's unfortunate. Trying to sneak up on me? Salut tout le monde, my name is Lukael. Welcome to Control. This is a game released in 2019, developed by Remedy Entertainment, I think. It's the game that won the latest poll that I put up on the channel for which game I was going to play next. It's a game that's been on my backlog for quite a while, and I've heard a lot of positive about it. I don't really know that much about it. So this is going to be a blind playthrough. I like to jump into games knowing as little as I can, and so for the sake of transparency, and as usual, here's what I know about the game before jumping in. I know that it's in third person. I know that you play as a female character whose name I don't know. Like, I have seen a little bit of footage of it. I know it takes place, I guess, in some kind of facility, and you use guns and maybe like mind powers or something. And you're fighting like supernatural entities, I guess. I've always imagined it to be kind of like SCP, you know? I don't know if that's actually what's in the game, but that's always kind of what I've been expecting. But that's about it. I don't really know anything about the story or the characters or what happens or like any finer details of the gameplay, so... And if this happens to be your first playthrough on the channel, well, I like to take my time and really immerse myself in the world, take the time to read, you know, all the codex, the database entries, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for someone who kind of takes their time, takes it slow, and really takes in everything in the game, I think you might enjoy this playthrough. As this is a blind playthrough, I do want to ask you to be careful about spoilers in the comments. I don't really have a mod for this playthrough, so no spoilers, no hints, no backseating of any kind, please. I want to have a pure, untarnished, like, first experience. I'm definitely curious to see how this one goes, so as always, thank you so much for joining me today, and without any further ado, let's jump into Control. And I should specify, this is the Ultimate Edition of Control. I don't really know what gets added in the Ultimate Edition, maybe some expansions or like some bonus cosmetics or stuff like that, but I am also recording this on PC, so I hope the game is not too demanding. I'm running it on like between medium and high, because when you're recording it at the same time, sometimes it can get a little laggy, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna hit new game. Off headphones, yeah. If I can't play on controller, then I'll just play on keyboard. I wasn't really sure which one to use. Typically, I like using controller if I can, but especially for a third-person game. But if I have to do keyboard, then that's what we'll do.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped.
Is it usually weird?
You called me. So here I am.
Here I am?
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster.
There's a picture of a guy's back.
Nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie.
Shawshank Redemption?
A cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth.
Why would you have a picture of someone's back?
They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world.
Okay, it is Shawshank
We
Redemption.
all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw.
I guess that's me.
I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
Okay. Why is my controller not being recognized? I guess we won't be using the controller then. Right away, it's setting a very specific mood and atmosphere. It's very mysterious and kind of cryptic and... Okay, here I am. My name is Jesse. Right away, I guess I know why it's called Control. We're at the Federal Bureau of Control. So it's kind of like the FBI, but for what? Maybe they control supernatural stuff? You know, from the cover of the game, I thought her hair was going to be much redder. It's actually more like, you know, kind of auburn. Just wearing some little jeans, a little jacket. Nothing too fancy. I can't go back outside, but we're in the middle of the city. We can see some people outside. Okay. This mouse is a little sensitive. That's a little bit better. Can't check out the newspaper. Some weird pictures in this establishment. So we're in America. That much we can tell. I can run. Can jump. Please wait here. Walk through the metal detector. Federal Bureau of Control. Beep beep. Is no one working here? Correspondence. Prohibited items reminder. Federal Bureau of Control. United States of America. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices. Anything smart, so I guess I'm not allowed in here. Number 2 pencils. What? Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. A rubber duck? Ketchup bottles. What? All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. I feel like so many things would fall under this description, but okay. Let's see. Okay, I can see my loadout already. Weapon forms, weapon mods, personal mods, assets, materials, clearance level, missions. You do not have any board countermeasures. Mission briefings and collectibles. Research and records, none. Case files, none. Correspondence, none. Multimedia, none. Okay. Yeah, just based on the general atmosphere and like just based on what little footage I've seen of the game on like online or on the store page, I'm expecting some kind of SCP type setting where you've got these supernatural entities that are kind of like dangerous, and there's like an organization whose role it is to just control these objects. That's my expectation, but maybe it's about something else. Maybe it's about, I don't know, aliens, ghosts. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. Head of research override. Multiple containment breaches detected. Oh, that's giving SCP for sure. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Then how come I was able to enter the building? Do we have like a special pass? It's really dark in here. Too bad I don't have a flashlight. Also, there's like a really intense ice storm going on outside right now. So I hope my electricity doesn't, you know, quit on me midway through this recording. And if you can hear any sound in the background, it's the ice on my window, so apologies. Well, that's certainly creepy. Empty building on lockdown. But it's not a horror game as much as far as I know. It might just be a little creepy. Expenditure summary. Executive Sector Q2. Compiled by the FBC Accounting Department by order of Director Zachariah Trench. Staffing, surveillance, redacted. Data center initiative, construction, redacted. Office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
Oh, and I can
I
zoom
keep
into.
seeing it in my dreams.
Yeah, it's like the logo of the organization. Seek shelter. Uh-oh. You can sprint. Got a nice picture of the head of research, Dr. Casper, the friendly ghost darling. Game. Game about secret agents. That sounds fun. Director Zachariah Trench. Is this a friend of mine? A relative? Who knows? I don't know. For some reason, I was not like expecting this game to be creepy. I guess I was expecting something very kind of action oriented. I should have. Then again, I scare very easily, so maybe it's just me. Oh, not the bathroom. Is there anything creepier in a game than like empty bathroom? No mirror, at least. Ugh.
Federal Bureau of Control.
Mm-hmm.
All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
You were looking for them? Why? Let's say hi and welcome to some new people in the oldest house. Anne-Marie, Lucas, Timo, Alex, Ari. Office rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around bureau documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects. Or the 3D printer or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. I guess that's fair. Don't bring dogs into the office. Some of us have allergies. Socks and ballerinas. Live at the oldest house. They have a little book club. I can't quite read that. That's very small. Reminder to all staff. Food left in the refrigerator in containment break room 3B has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. Is it a supernatural vanishing? Or did Steve from accounting just steal the lunch? Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance. Oh no, Greg, don't give up. I'm sure if you keep practicing, you can do it. Spinning out of control? Yes. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Remember to wash your hands. Your hands can spread the mold. The mold. Be sure to wash hands carefully with soap. Be sure to wash all fingers, nails, palms, backs, wrists. Overall, some pretty good advice. Can I get like a flashlight or something? Can I crouch? Can't crouch. Where's the door to this? Okay, it's on the side. Bunch of pistachios, potato chips, pretzels, just no brand at all. You know what? That's kind of refreshing. I'm tired of being advertised to. Just give me like brandless, packageless products. Kind of like a tape player, copy, review. Security order. Attention all agents. A shark in his, although secure, permission to following basic protocol. Shoot to kill. Good luck. Okay. Very cryptic. Seek shelter. I'm guessing this thing is gonna ring at some point, and then I'm supposed to seek shelter. Is it like a Silent Hill situation? Is the whole world going to shift between like two different states? It's a nice little painting. Also, I know it's probably very dark, especially on YouTube, so I apologize. I did get a message about Alan Wake 2 on the title screen. Now, I think it's because Remedy also developed Alan Wake. I don't know if there's actually... I don't know if they actually take place in the same universe. Like, is Control a spin-off of Alan Wake? Is Alan Wake a spin-off of Control? I do intend to eventually play Alan Wake on the channel. I haven't yet, but maybe eventually we can do it. But I don't know if they're actually related. Oh, there's someone over there. Wait. Wait, what the? The path behind me has disappeared. I was gonna go back in that room, but now I can't. Oh, it's giving prey. His life is in your hands. Let's work hard. Everyone's safety depends on you. Or is it already lit up? Like it says seek shelter right now. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As y'all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from you. Okay. R4s are mandatory under sections. Please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Mrs. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Sure. Okay, well, we just got our first human here. We got a nice janitor here.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all.
Oh, did I say that out
Think
loud?
about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Did you say all that out loud? Because clearly he heard me. He responded to it. At least the first part. He says I'm here for a janitorial assistant job. That doesn't sound right. But he seems nice enough. So how are you supposed to get in this room? You just can't, I guess. It's just a trick of the mind. Oh. Alright, well, we'll just head to the elevator. Okay, now I'm on the second. Okay, so you just can't trust your senses in this place, I guess. This wasn't here. Oh no. Okay, this place is a mindfuck. This room was different too, right? Am I just imagining things? I know you have like a poor memory, but surely it's not that poor. Proceed deeper into the bureau. Alright. Let's just roll with it. I'm sure it'll all make sense eventually. Or maybe not.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Me? Sure. Courtney Hope. I guess that's Jesse. I do really love these types of stories that have to do with like just weird, creepy, supernatural stuff that you can't quite explain, like something just beyond the veil, you know? Which is the vibe I'm getting here. I guess ever since she was a kid, she could see things that other people couldn't see. And the whole point of this bureau is to try and like track these things and control them. I'm loving that. Story by Sam Lake. Okay, so it's the same person who did the story as Alan Wake, I guess. And like, what are we dealing with exactly? Is it entities from another dimension, aliens, ghosts, or even something else that we just don't even know?
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Dylan. She's looking for her brother Dylan. Okay. They took him, what, because he knew too much? Because he had some special abilities? Oldest house, discovered August 4, 1964. Well, it certainly looks like there's been some kind of containment breach in the bureau.
We're starting from the top.
It's saying to seek shelter. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrase to use in the service of his/her country. Regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Sure. Clearance level 1. Not the boxes, not the boxes. Can I like... I guess I just can't go in there. Do I have any kind of map? Oh, I guess maybe I do. But it's an unmapped area right now. It's really dark. I would feel much better if I had a flashlight. Also, I talk a lot when I'm nervous, as you've probably already realized. Anytime I play one of these like horror or horror adjacent games. Is that a stapler or an altered item? An altered item. Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because you don't know if it's not like an SCP. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just illegal, it's rude. They have some of these old-timey like tubes where you can send a message somewhere else in the building, I guess. Do they still use these? I guess maybe. Also, I don't know what year this is supposed to be taking place in. It probably said so on one of the documents, but... Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. For some reason I hear the voice of like J.K. Simmons or something. Investigate the noise in the director's office. Does it have to be me? Can someone else go and check it out? Central executive. Alright, I guess it has to be me. Hello?
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
You? Who's you? Who are you talking to?
Outside. Was coming here a mistake?
Okay, now I have a map. Oh, interesting. You can always look at the map while moving around. I guess that's gonna be useful at some point. Something outside, you said. Oh no. I love these like real looking photos. Zachariah Trench. Mr. Trench? I think Mr. Trench is currently indisposed.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Actual real footage. I love that.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Follow the board's instructions to complete the astral plane challenge. What? Oh, what the... Now we're in the frickin' void? In like Dishonored void? I have a health bar now, which means I'll probably have to move my camera at some point. If I knew I was going to be teleported somewhere else, I would have explored the rest of the room, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So we're like switching between dimensions? Are we? We got a big ass triangle here. Giant triangle. These radio messages is giving me a PT vibes. Okay, I'm gonna stop name dropping other games. That was the last time. You can jump. How often have you jumped in real life? Honestly. Because I haven't really. Okay. It's always a freaking triangle, isn't it? Or like a sphere. Or like an hexagon. Or a monolith. There's just something about these simple shapes that just, I don't know. Ugh! Ugh! What is that? What is that? Is that a little guy? Hello? What the hell are you supposed to be? Ugh! Obliterated him. Whoa! Okay, I thought melee was just gonna be like a little punch. Huh. Oh, there's the gun again.
The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
That's always nice. Alright, so we can aim. Weird, like, guns with moving parts that don't really make sense. Gotta love it. Don't question it. Destroy the copies targets. Well, they haven't really done anything to me, but let me just miss all my shots. Ooh. Ammo that replenishes itself. I love that. As you'll quickly find out, I'm not the best at aiming. Despite my years of practice in Overwatch, I'm not very good at it. The service weapon regenerates ammunition automatically. Love that. That's awesome. Okay, I can switch between sides. Ooh. What's these little lights on the ground? Doesn't seem nearly as powerful as my little front slab, though. Okay, it was more powerful the last time. What are these little guys? This seems much easier. Did you hit me? Did you actually damage me? Ugh. Does this one have a gun? Oh, he has a gun. What the hell? Little extra dimensional aliens with guns? That's not right. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Collect health elements to restore health. So an altered world event is what we're calling these guys, I guess. They're Oz. AWEs. AWEs. I'm loving this vibe. I love this kind of weird Lovecraftian shit. That's my jam. You, we wield the gun, you. The board appoints you. Congratulations, director.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Are you?
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Probably not. Okay, so, what killed this guy? We saw him point the gun at his head, and there's a big splash of blood there on the opposite side, and blood like next to his, so I think he just blew his brains out. And see, he even had a baby. Okay, so no documents that we can, director's office. I'm glad I have a map. It's a very nice map too. Is that him with like what, the president? Some other important person? You put a bunch of blood on your rock, dude. On your pet rock. Unbelievable. On your plan too. Alright, well, he's a goner. Am I the new director now? Is that the idea? Ooh. Ooh. And you don't have to worry about wasting bullets because you have infinite bullets. And you can kind of break anything. How about that? Physics. This carpet looks very comfy. Oh, look. That's me. Am I his daughter? The Bureau. Oops. Oh. What, you got like the Medal of Honor or something? So much detail in the environment. Like, I love just looking around and try to guess at things in the world. Got some target practice. Oh wow, even the wall. Whoa! Okay, so I can still use this thing even in the real world. That leaves a lot of damage. Okay, well. Ah, that's unfortunate. I guess I was gonna say I don't feel as scared now that I have a weapon, but not a big fan of that.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Okay, these are not human. I guess if I'm gonna be shooting, I'd rather use the mouse and keyboard. Enemies drop health elements, yeah. They just kinda disappeared in smoke. When she said you stopped it, who was she talking to? Is she talking about like her brother? Or like to me, the player? Or like to herself? I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. They combined real footage of real people and then like the game engine. So I'm guessing that all the characters are like modeled after a real actor so that they could also film real footage. That's so weird. I don't think I've seen any other game do that. Like, I think they did it in Alan Wake 2 just because I've seen like a little bit of footage at, you know, the Game Awards and stuff like that. But I don't think I've seen any other game where you get a mixture of real footage and like game footage. Okay, I guess I'm going there. Proceed further into the bureau. This is elevator. Huh. Can these guys just show up like anywhere? Okay, so I guess I'm the director now. Jesse Faden. Huh. I'm already so intrigued. You know, I didn't really know what to expect going to this game. I was like, I don't really know if it's gonna be my, you know, my vibe, but already I'm super intrigued. I love this kind of stuff. So can you even trust your map if the world changes? There's just people like floating.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing red means bad. Sure enough. Okay, and then they just disappear. Oh. Wait, what? Undefined readings? Conceptual material. You do not have a clearance level. Okay, I guess eventually we'll get to read those. Do you get more damage on a headshot? It does seem like you do. Is there any kind of cover mechanic? Doesn't seem like it. I'm such a bad shot. I'm sorry. Enemies, yeah. Okay, so I'm like collecting these. I have like 3 of these. Wait, this is new. When did I get that? His guard. Is that what I've been fighting? Compiled by Emily Pope, resource specialist. Field research on his entity. His corrupted security guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. The Hiss? His guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption. Okay, so they're real people who've been corrupted, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. That's bad. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss... Is that the enemy in this game? The Hiss? It's not really the catchiest of terms, is it? Does the hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. And a real picture of the director. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Service weapon. Okay. Containment procedure. No procedures required. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to... This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of... The object will determine whether... If rejected, the applicant is terminated. Okay, so if I had been rejected by the gun, I would have just died. This process is dictated by the... Though their criteria is unknown by the board. The object was discovered inside the oldest house. Okay, so what, they found this ancient building and they converted it into the FBC in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case... So you're saying this gun was also Excalibur, Mjolnir, all these legendary weapons, and now it's just a boring pistol? What a downgrade. Can I have Excalibur instead? I'll swing a sword at these fuckers. I don't care. Introduction to Paranatural
Objects
Topics.
of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon
Okay, so this is the same one we've seen.
Example of an OOP, a very powerful one.
Wait, no, this is new.
Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Dr. Darling. Okay, it's the same we've seen, but we only saw parts of it. Now we get to see all of it. Very interesting. And we're hearing voices, of course, because why wouldn't we? A lot of voices. Rising costs of AWE response, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supply of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I love when they mix just basic, kind of very casual business things like, oh, we need to change the coffee filters with like, oh, this supernatural thing that we are trying to contain. It's like, it's just everyday business, you know? Sir? Okay, well, I'm not gonna shoot this guy because he might actually still be alive. Like, he might get out of this at some point, so let's not, you know, shoot him. They do show you like collectibles or interactable from quite far away, which I appreciate.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps.
A building shift,
1,
okay.
Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2, Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
That makes sense. So they're familiar with this phenomenon that the building can shift around you, and it's typically caused by these objects of power. So they're like, just find the item that is causing this and then return it to like whoever's in charge of that. Oh, and it also tracks your like mission. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the federal... Okay, so we are in the oldest house. The headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. I'm specifically looking for my brother, right? Guided into the building by the janitor Ati, Jesse finds Zachariah Trench, the director of the Bureau, shot dead. She picks up the pistol next to the body. Oh, he was the one. Okay, yeah. Because we keep being transported between like different dimensions and shit. The pistol that we have is the one that he used to kill himself, I guess. Is translocated to the astral plane, just straight up. Astral plane is canon. The strange board, so that triangle, encourages her to bind the gun, an object of power called the service weapon. It was probably not called the service weapon back in the day that it was Excalibur, was it? She succeeds, and the board informs her that she is now the director. So there's no real board of director for this organization. It's just some supernatural entity. And you can listen to them again if you want. Okay. That's very nice. The game also plays very smoothly, so I'm very happily surprised. I was a bit worried that it might be a little laggy just because, you know, my computer is not amazing. Like, it's decent, but when you're recording at the same time, it can get a bit choppy, but it's been very smooth so far. So, very well optimized game. But we still can't read these because we don't have a clearance level. What do you mean I don't have a clearance level? Am I not the director? Okay, there's... I thought there was just one person floating. There's a bunch of them. A bunch of them. Central Executive. Shelter, max occupancy 6 persons. Shelter model. So this is a shelter? Are there people inside right now? There are, but they're not looking too good. Okay. Is this like a currency? Or is it a document that we just can't read yet? For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this. And the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Spatial Agent Keenum. So is this kind of like a... is it a Ghostbusters situation where the public at large is aware of these things and you can just report them to this FBC? You're like, you know what? My dryer is acting up. I think maybe it's an object of power or like an AWE, and then like some agents come to your place and they're like, they have their little scanners. They're like, nah, it's just broken. Like, just get it fixed. And then sometimes it's an actual, you know, supernatural entity. I love that. Well, you just enjoy yourself in here. I'll keep the door open if you don't mind. Never mind. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. I will try to be thorough and like pick up every document that I can, but I might miss some things, so apologies if I do. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. We're seeing a lot of mentions of mold, so I guess this is a big problem that they're dealing with in here. Also, it would be nice, since they give you the prompt to open your document, why don't you just open it right on the thing that I just picked up? Right? Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambré. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Don't fucking forget. It's your wife, for Christ's sake. And a bunch of pictures of me. As if I've always been the director of this place. So there seems to be a path in the director's office to that giant, like, circular thing. Could I have gone there, or was that locked? Let's go back. I don't know if enemies like respawn or what the deal is. Yeah, this door. I guess I just can't open that. Is there like a secret button that I can hit or something? It even kept the damage from last time. Central Executive.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss.
The hiss?
Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Who are you talking to?
Contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Oh, these voices we're hearing, that's the hiss? That's what turned these people, like, corrupted? How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these... You think they're just gonna leave just because you tell them that? Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? Okay, so I guess we're in New York. How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem... Escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see provided scoring sheet, then immediately. There's no such thing as too suspicious. So I guess no one is really supposed to accidentally walk into this building. If they do, there might be something wrong with them. Urban legends. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristic of an altered world event. Compiled by Paula Brunt and Lorenzo Dunn. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain, informed by our own, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially in popular culture using our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. So they have like a TV show that puts these ideas into people's minds. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on a pair of scissors that consume human through 2 punctures on these details living in the minds of so many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Okay, that just turns on this radio, I guess. I did like... There is an option for copyrighted music in the options, which I've turned off because, you know, this is a Let's Play. So I'm wondering if maybe is mute... Okay, that's what it was. Is that the only instance of copyrighted music? I do appreciate when they put this option for streamers and Let's Players. I wish they would just replace it with copyright-free music instead, like, you know, Hi-Fi Rush does. Because otherwise, you just end up having, like, silence. So, I had a feeling that maybe that's what this was, so that's a bit unfortunate. You know, just put some generic rock music. It'll give the same effect. That triangle again. Oh. Whoa! What was that? Some kind of explosion. Second class Pulaski? I don't have cover. Trying to sneak up on me? Just like that? Wow, okay. I just stood out in the open and like died instantly. Oh no. Wait, did it save all the documents that I picked up?
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Okay, so she's like talking to someone.
Contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
I think it did save the documents that I had picked up. Because there's nothing to pick up anymore. She's talking to someone and then you get this weird like, you know, mirror effect. And then she replies as if someone answered something. So she must be talking to like someone. Can I shoot these before they... Oh, you can. Okay, I guess they threw like a grenade at me. And then where's the big one? And then they just vanish in smoke. There you are. This would be easier if I could take cover.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. It's ready.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Cleanse control point. It's like a big pyramid here. Central executive. Oh, we're like restoring the building to how it's supposed to be. How do I have the power to do that?
You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Interact with cleanse control points to fully restore
Are you
health.
with us?
On death, Jesse will restart at the
Hero.
control point.
Are you still sane?
Yes. Oh, the voice is coming from the shelter. Hello? Speak with the voice on the
Please,
safe room
talk to me.
intercom. Hope.
We saw you.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
I remember you.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
So you know I'm the new director? Wearing some kind of
Director.
contraption?
Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily.
Hi, Millie.
Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas.
So you just came up with that on the spot?
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
I get it. It's okay.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
The
Did I tell
gun.
her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things.
I don't think anything sounds crazy here, girl.
It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss.
Maybe.
Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope.
That would definitely change everything.
I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long.
She seems pretty personable.
But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
But aren't you part of the
Yes.
Bureau?
I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Cleanse the his corrupted agent. Okay, so a few things here. I guess this device she's wearing, this contraption, protected her from the hiss. That's why she's still sane and they were locked in this shelter. Although we did see people possessed in the shelter before, so it can be the shelter that protected them. It must be this contraption. But the other agents with her, were they... I feel like they weren't wearing one. So when they say I'm the new director, it doesn't mean you're the, the manager of the Bureau. I think it's just a title given to someone who, is in control of the service weapon, or someone who can hear the voice, or someone who has access to the astral plane, or someone who has like a special purpose given to them by the board. Like, I don't think it's director in the sense of, like a president of the company. It's like the director as in you're in charge of this whole thing happening. Also, clearly, Jessie knows how she got in the building. Like, the game just started with you coming into the building as if it wasn't anything special, but clearly it was not supposed to be something possible, and yet she did, and she knows how. She knows the reason, but she wasn't willing to share it with this person. Because what? It would make her seem weird because they can't know the truth? It must be because I'm getting the help of this other entity. Like the mirror. I don't know how to call it. It's like a kaleidoscope thing. And clearly that entity seems to be what pushed out the hiss. It's not me. Like I'm getting the help of something else. Which I can use to cleanse these agents. And that's why you get this effect. I guess that worked. Oh.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
I just killed them, I think.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of careless to even try, because we just risked someone's life and now they're gone. We just killed someone. I mean, I guess they were already, they were basically dead already. Okay, but the map of the place hasn't really changed. Just the layout is a bit different, I guess. So you can just always interact with these. Fast travel outfits. Huh. Tactical response. Astral dive suit. Urban response. These must be added from the Ultimate Edition, if I have to guess. I like the default one, mostly because the hair looks better. It would be nice if you could mix and match, but I'm fine with the... I don't know if you unlock more later. I'm fine with just the civilian outfit. And then you can fast travel between, I guess, these control points, of which we only have the one right now. Okay. Okay, no, they do each have this contraption. It's not just her. So that's how they survived. So, bad news.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jessie.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago.
That's the name of your hometown?
The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
She's like, yeah, we do that.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us.
Oh, these things.
A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
So he's a goner. He's turned.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I guess that's the hotline. It's kept in a little cage, like Magneto in the movie. And it's ringing. So the board is calling. And they're waiting for me to pick up. There's no dial to call a number.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Unknown
The door to
caller.
the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
They have a very similar voice. It just sounded like the same person. Enter the communications department to find the hotline. We have a bunch of stuff. Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, an object of power in the form of an old telephone, to understand the messages from the dead director trying to communicate with her. So he's like a ghost at this point. Or he's moved on to the astral plane completely. They hope he can provide insight into the Hiss invasion. So she just came up with this name. It's not very catchy. Assets. House memory. Hidden trend. I don't know what these are. We've got the gun. Oh, we have like upgrades. So we have like 1900 something, some kind of material. Astral reload efficiency. More reload speed. Oh, and you have like common and rare drops. Interesting. I guess I'll go with the rare one. Don't know how to upgrade it yet. Personal mods. Oh, we have a bunch. Health recovery per element pickup. Energy recovery speed. Or it's more health. Let's go with more health. Mission, collectibles. Hiss corrupted agent. The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. I think that's enough. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form? Research is ongoing. Okay, well, here it tells me what happens if you shoot them, even though I haven't tried doing that. By order of director Jesse Faden. The only person you should fail is yourself. Okay, let's ask some questions.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
It's an interesting perspective you have, but I can't say I disagree. But then how would it be contained within the house? I guess the nature of this building prevents things from like easily going outside.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us.
Oh, interesting.
The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Without you. I really love that, the idea of a place that you can't find unless you know you're looking for it. It's such a simple concept, but I love that. I love all this shit.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
You said no stupid questions.
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad hypothesis. That kind of makes sense. The way you phrase that, it does make sense.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly?
What's an SCP?
This is all, well, new to me.
It's not really, but...
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks.
Okay, that went by very quickly. Why don't you explain that to me like I'm 5? I mean, okay, yeah, I get the gist of it. Considering the type of work they do here, she seems strangely good at like vulgarizing these things and like explaining them in simple terms. Like, you know, everything in here is kind of classified data that they would not want to discuss with other people. And so she sounds strangely adept at explaining these things. But I mean, I guess she's just very qualified to be working here.
So HRA stop you from becoming his?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
So it's possible he knew something was about to happen, and he wanted some people to be safe from it.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Thanks, Emily. You're very friendly, very informative. So you've got a bunch of, I guess, former directors up there. All men, of course. As you would expect. Okay, these are just like items. They're just, I guess, resources? Loot boxes? Dare I even say? So I'm trying to head over there. The one problem with this map is you can't see multiple floors. So should I try and backtrack to see how the place has changed? I should have asked her if I can have like some kind of security clearance. Jukebox? Jukebox SCP? Do you think it's playing music right now and I just can't hear it? No. I guess we'll just find these random rooms with like one item inside and it's on lockdown. Who knows what it does? It's just an SCP. This is where I'm supposed to go. Nostalgia department. Dead letters. Control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping using the within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be stabilized. Can't talk to these guys. And you find a bunch of these boxes, which I guess are just like chests, loot boxes, kind of. Energy renewal. And you do kind of see where your next objective is at all times through this weird effect. You can still hear the hiss right now, but I guess the building is not shifting as much anymore. Released articles. So I'm immune to this hiss for some reason, even though I don't have one of these devices. Shifted bathroom complaint? Listen, I know you can control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Dear Rodriguez. Fucking bathroom has disappeared. Undefined reading. Technological restrictions. Limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural for the oldest house to them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Wow. So if you walk in here with technology that's too advanced, it just explodes. Because the old house can't process it. Because I guess this place is very, I mean, it's in the name, right? It's very old. So it's kind of adjusting to human technology at its own pace, but it can't do it too quickly. How interesting. I'm guessing these are random drops too. House memory. Like they're always different. Now I'm headed back to the director. The body's gone. Body's gone. This door is still closed. The people are still floating here. So while the shifting has stopped, these people are still possessed by the hiss, and we can't really change that. Don't have the clearance level for these rooms. Is there fall damage? Probably. All right, then let's proceed. Got my
there it
gun
is
out.
again. Our welcome message.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true. I do wish it would mark these doors that you can go through on the map so that I know to come back here and open them later, but maybe they never open up. This one's been straight up like glued shut. Repeat the word. Oh! Hello! Miss all my shots again? Is there really no way to... Oh, I can crouch. Okay. It's C. It's C to crouch. They sure have a lot to say. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleep E Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditure $831. For all this? That doesn't seem that expensive. $700 in meals, $200 in gasoline, $300 in minibar. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Don't do that. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent Hines. Just eat your ketchup and stop complaining. Hearing a whole bunch of noises. Yeah, this is a dead end, so let's go. Ooh.
It's overpowering here.
Okay, I just can't go. Because I take damage as soon as I walk in. Okay. Never mind. I can't aim while crouching though, which is stupid. Also, his barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Oh, you mean the barrier that was stopping me up there? Like if you kill all the enemies, then it disappears? Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? I will say, like, I think it's cool that you can see how much health they have, obviously, but I kind of wish they didn't have these little markers on their head just for immersion. And it's probably something you can turn off in the interface. Like not to show. I also wish I could move my health bar to the right of the screen, because otherwise I'm going to have to move my camera to the right. But do you guys really want to see how much health I have left? It's not that important, is it? I could turn off enemy health bar, I guess. I mean, it's very useful to see how much health they have, but it just, I do like to play with as little of a HUD as possible when I can, just for immersion. So I might change it later. We'll see. Whoa. What's all that about? Havana summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted number of deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been... Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for X minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. So people died from this, potentially. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. So the altered item was a single cowboy boot, which created this vibration and noise that killed people at the United States Embassy? Oh, you can see a date here. 2017. In Cuba. So potentially this game is happening in the same year that it came out, which is 2019. That's often how it is. There was an item in there, but I can't go because of this weird stuff on the floor. I guess this is kind of like a cafeteria. Document in the bathroom. Unstable area notice. Please be aware. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. So green is stable. Yellow is low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange is high. And red is frequent unanticipated building shifts. Okay. I don't think anyone would want to work in the red sections. But probably someone has to. Let you in through the hole in you. A lot of bathrooms. Shatter projectile choke. We haven't encountered an enemy in the bathroom yet, but I feel like it's bound to happen eventually. There's like an item up there, but how can I reach that? I would need to be able to fly or like double jump. Something for later. Dead letters. Does my bullet not reach? There we go. Don't throw these grenades at me! It does reload very quickly, which is nice. Oh, you want to come down and see me personally? I'm such a bad shot. Okay, that's all of them. It is so dark here. Machine God? I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body. Like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Interesting. Interesting guy. Dead letters. Can't see anything. Energy boost. It's just like pure darkness right now. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. I'm so sorry, Mr. Barr, about your possessed fish. We'll send our best agents to take care of it as soon as we can, I swear. Not the possessed fish. So by dead letter, I guess these are all like the people reporting weird incidents that they never end up investigating? Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. So it was someone's initiative to create this department so they could study how the unknown manifests. Do as you're told, don't eat mold. Do you really need to tell people that? Even the smallest amount of mold can cause serious harm. Contact security immediately. What's all this about mold? I guess that's a real problem they have to deal with in this building. It is a very old house, after all. Oh, he's got like a barrier. He's got a shield. no fair. How come you have a shield? Just me missing all my shots. Ah. Wow. That was fast. You die very quickly. Oh, you're gonna respawn me all the way here, but I kept all my stuff, right? Like, you keep all the letters. Yes, okay. So at least you keep all the letters and stuff you find. That's good. As far as I know, there's no difficulty settings either.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Do the enemies respawn? Okay, I don't think the enemies respawn. That's good. But then why respawn me so far away from where I died? Okay, only the ones in the room you were in, I guess. Maybe I should melee him. Aha! Okay, the melee took quick care of his shield. I'm really proving how much of a bad shot I am. That's all of them. It's doing this thing where, like, you get action music, and then when you've defeated all the enemies, the music changes, which is kind of like... It's useful, but it does remove a lot of the tension when you don't have music, because I don't expect to run into an enemy unless there's, like, action music. I might be wrong about that. The game might surprise me, but so far that's what it seems to be. Like, that's what the rules seem to be. Maybe it's just trying to create a false sense of security. But they're like little encounters, basically. So dark in here. You also don't pick up the health stuff when your health is already full, which is nice. Alright, so where are we trying to go? There. Floppy disk.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Wow. That's not bad. A floppy disk that allows you to throw pencils. I mean, all objects of power are not created equal, but you know. See, the communications department is there, but you can't go because of the shifting of this place. But I'm guessing it'll be available once we fix this thing. So this is a control point. I thought maybe they all had the big pyramid on top, but no. Okay, the voices are like a little bit less intense. Navigate through the communications department. And you can fast travel between sites. Would anything new have shown up after doing this? At least now the lights are open. A few new rooms might have opened. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. How about that? And it could be real, that's the thing. It's like you never know if these people are just seeing things or crazy, or if it's a real object of power affecting them.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
And then you can just see the whole thing.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
I guess I might as well just watch these in my menu because you get like a better view of them. Book Club Penny. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. The Threshold Kids?
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. He blacked it out.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet. A dirty, rotten, fat person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
No comments? Would I be able to go in that like fucked up passage from earlier? Or is that still gonna be locked off now? Oh shit, I didn't know you guys were gonna respawn. Not the grenade! Don't go in the bathroom. What damaged me here? Did I get shot, or like do they project some kind of toxic mist when they die? Okay, so do they respawn every time you hit like a control point? Okay, can I go in there now? Nope. Which means the thing at the top is probably still locked too. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Okay, so I was wrong. They can just show up randomly even when the music's gone. Okay, we still can't go. Alright, I just wanted to see if maybe after you've purified the place, you can go there, but I guess you can't. So let's go back to dead letters. Dead letters, dead letters. We'll just proceed forward then. Yeah, it is a cool map, but I wish it showed you which room you've been into or not, or like... Because I don't have the best memory about like where I've been or not. So...
Communications. We're on the right track.
Communications. Welcome to the comms department. We are here to help. Whole lot of blood. What happened here? Another sealed door. Okay, is there fall damage? Not so far. It's always the same door that's open too. Like each of these bathrooms is identical. Who threw a thing at you? Ugh. Whoa. Okay, we can't go there. That guy died. Like, he just died right in front of us. I could have helped him, and I didn't. I mean, I doubt I could have done anything, but... Emergency supply storage. Book Club Samson. By L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. Yeah, it would. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. Do you? That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story, by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. I see what you did there. Was that your book report?
An object of power. Looks like the hosts have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Reach the object. Whoa! Ow. Take cover behind low object. It's throwing shit at me. House memory. Something tells me I will get this power to throw shit at people. Because I've seen some footage of this game where she's like throwing things. Should I go there? Yeah, I think I should go up. She also doesn't have any stamina, which I like. You don't get tired of running, which is always kind of annoying in games. So what's the object of power in question? Some weird furnace thing? Oh, it's the floppy disk, of course. That makes sense. We've established this. The floppy disk nuke can be bound to gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Hold E to grab objects. Release to launch. Hell yeah. That's gonna be fun. Can you launch enemies at other enemies? Okay, so it doesn't consume energy just to hold it. Launch along the cube thingamagig into the hole slot to advance the score. Huh. Cool. That's got the potential to be pretty fun to use, both in combat and for like puzzles. And can you like drop it? Okay, you can't drop it though, you can only throw it. Destroy the copies. That's very efficient. But you do run out of energy. Use launch. Does it depend on how heavy the item? Okay, no, it seems to be the same no matter how heavy the item. You can't pick up enemies though, at least not yet, maybe eventually. She's got very good aim too. His noise is burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop, mute them, Director. So the hiss is infiltrating even the astral plane. The floppy disk is now bound delivered. The hiss antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Just like you wanted. There's someone coming. So you can just take a little tube. Just throw it. Ah, that's so much fun. You do run out, unfortunately. Take my tube! Why even use your gun when you can just do that? And it does so much more damage, and you don't need to aim. Is there more? Oh, hello. Ow. Okay, I guess if they get too close to you, then you use your gun. Oh, cool. Proceed through the communications department. Okay, fall damage? Fall damage. Okay. Confirmed. You can really carry like big things too. Case files. Floppy disk must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Well, they messed that up. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to Did you know English is my second language? Para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation for more information. The object is currently bound to for research purposes, so only one person can bind the item at a time. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in by agents and with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to missiles believed to be reserved for use against. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Don't need to see that again. Get boxed, idiot. Field research on his entity, his corrupted ranger. These are all by Emily Pope, by order of Jesse Faden. The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration. What is threshold? including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. His Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. His Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. His Demolition Expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed His variations to wield a specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. And this goes to the communications department.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Reinformation Campaign Summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears, desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming, was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to. So another AWE behind us and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring and for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Good job covering it up. Can even pick up the couch. Man, this is a big place. I'm getting kind of lost. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, whoa, you guys just come out of nowhere. Okay. Ranger First Class Coleman. Wait, this guy has a name. And a lot of health. This guy had a name. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Strugens, Rubens Noguera, Arto Kulimaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jaco Saarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Okay. Were these all like... Okay, now internet usage rules. Internet is not for social media use. So they do have access to the internet. But I guess it has to be like a really old version of it. Otherwise it doesn't work. No FBC materials of any kind may be scanned or uploaded. FBC email addresses are for work-related correspondence only. Level 5 clearance required to access internet. If a cubicle's BlackRock shell gets damaged, vacate it immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. If you notice any text in your work that you do not recall writing, vacate your cubicle immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. Do not connect internal comm devices to the network. Printer is for communications department use only. Altered items are forbidden in the cubicles. And notify security of any breaches immediately. They may require internal cooldown. So this was their little internet room. Interesting. Honestly, I didn't think they had access to the internet at all. Considering. I do wish, I mean, I get that it's the nature of this game, but I do wish it was not as dark. So I think I'm going to make the game a bit brighter, mostly for you guys, because for me it doesn't really matter. I removed the film grain too. But on YouTube, I know it's gonna look a little bit... I know it's gonna be a bit difficult to see for you guys. Marshall, lockdown distinctions. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slap together. Can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understands how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. I can't get in there. Right? Ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. Okay, that does a lot of damage. I want this item there, though. Like, how am I going to remember to come here? I'm definitely gonna forget. Yeah, well. I'm already like totally lost. Clearance level 1. Here it is, clearance level 1. Now we might be able to open some doors. Mail room. Radio. Just an item. Launch efficiency. Launch costs less energy. That could be nice, but I'm gonna take the more health instead. Oh, this is another control point. You get a bunch of bathrooms. Very dark bathrooms. Literally can't see anything. This place is sealed up. Alright, this is clearance level 1, so that's where we need to go. Oh, okay, we found a second one.
Open the door.
They want to make sure you could... He's like, ah. They want to make sure you find that thing. Flame control point. So if I rest here, does it respawn the enemies? There was another place upstairs that I don't think I've been to because I thought that was the main path. So I'm already really lost. I do wish the map was a bit more like something like Resident Evil, where you can see which rooms you've been into and which ones you haven't, but I understand because of the shifting nature of this place. Plus, it's a very big area with large rooms, so it would be kind of tricky, but I'm definitely gonna get lost. I'm definitely gonna miss some collectibles, but I'm gonna try and find as many as I can. I will be stopping here because I've been recording for over 2.5 hours and I don't want this first episode to be too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I'm definitely really intrigued by this setting. I love this fucking classified, weird, supernatural like shit. Again, it's very reminiscent of SCP, which I've always found to be such a fascinating concept and one that's really not explored enough in games, especially big AAA games like this. So I'm glad this game exists. Very excited to play some more and to figure out what's going on, get some cool powers, encounter weird objects and weird enemies, and so far the gameplay has been very fun too. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking the video. Leave me a little comment below. I always read the comments, but again, please be careful about no spoilers in your comments. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so that you can catch all the future episodes. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 PM EST. And if you'd like to send a bit of support my way, you can also check out my Patreon in the description below. All of my patrons get a full week of early access, so the next couple of Control episodes should be live right now on my Patreon. So a big thank you to all of my patrons for their support. A big thanks to you for watching this video. And until the next one, I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it. And I'll see you in the next episode for some more Control. À la prochaine.